Hi class, good to see you all again. Today in our video lesson, we are going to review area and perimeter. We're going to do some practice problems, try out some different strategies to find those two solutions. First, we are going to talk about perimeter. I have my handy dandy graph paper here. This helps me see and count correctly for my shapes. Shape number 1, we have a rectangle. To find the perimeter of a rectangle, we need to add all the sides together. Perimeter, remember, means the total distance around the shape. Okay, so my problem is two sides on each. L plus 2W. Remember, length is how long it is, and the width is how wide it is. Before we solve using this strategy in the equation, we're going to solve a different way. This would be counting. This is a beginning strategy if you're still getting your feet wet on learning how to solve perimeter. So let's count each side together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 on top. Okay, now I'm going to keep counting down because we want to go all the way around. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, still going, 17, 18, 19, 20. So my perimeter here is 20 units. 20 units. Don't forget to add your units, 20 units, because that is how many is all around. Another way to do this is to use that equation. So same rectangle. Count again to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the length, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on the width. So I'm going to set this up with my pink. 2 times the length is 6 plus 2 times the width, which is 4. Now this looks like we got a multiplication and an addition. The first thing we do in this is to do the multiplication. Remember, if you have heard of PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, this means parentheses come first. It's the order of operations. Then we go to exponents when we haven't touched yet. Multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction within this order. So since we have a parenthesis here, we need to do this first. 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 2 times 4. 8. Now we have just the addition left. 12 plus 8 equals 20. 20 units. So these are two different ways that you can solve this perimeter problem. Next, we're going to talk about area, using again a graph paper to draw our shapes. Remember, class, area means the size of the surface or object. So for here, my rectangles, we are seeing what is the size of inside. How many boxes do I have inside my rectangle? There are two different strategies to do this as well. 1, counting, and 2, we're going to use the equation. I'm going to go ahead and write the equation up here so you can see it. Length times width. This is our equation. But before we get there, let's count first to see if this strategy is helpful for you. We are going to count inside the rectangle. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, on perimeter, we counted outside, area is inside. Let's continue. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So class, all together inside the area is 15 units. And since it's the area, we add squared up at the top. Don't forget that. So 15 units squared. This is a great way to count, especially when the rectangles or any other shapes are small. So it's easy to count. But say it's bigger and you want to use the equation so that you don't have to count every single little box. Let's do it here. The length, remember, is on top. Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our length is 5. Length is 5. Okay. Now let's count our width. 1, 2, 3. Our width is 3. Now we can solve. This is a multiplication problem. We can either solve across, if you know what the answer is, or we can use another strategy, like repeated addition. So let's do that down here. 5 plus 5 plus 5. I took 5 and I did repeated addition 3 different times. 1, 2, 3. Solve this. 5 plus 5 is a doubles fact, equals 10, plus another 5 equals 15. So 15 is 5 times 3. Okay? So class, there are 2 different ways that you can solve the area, just like there were 2 different ways to solve perimeter. One way, you can use counting. The other way, you can use an equation, which we're going to work towards in all of our ones when the shapes get a lot bigger. Okay, so please practice these more at home, and I will see you next time in another math review. Bye!